Dementia 13 is a gothic horror thriller set in the eerie, ancient Haloran castle in rural Ireland, centering on a dysfunctional, wealthy family plagued by the unresolved trauma of a child's death and the machinations of a greedy in-law. The film opens with Louise Haloran, Luana Anders, a young, highly materialistic woman, on a rowing boat at night with her husband, John Haloran. They are arguing furiously about John's mother's will. John reveals that his mother, Lady Haloran, Aithna Dunn, plans to leave her entire fortune to a charity in the name of her deceased daughter, Kathleen. Crucially, John warns Louise that if he dies before his mother, Louise will be cut out entirely. The stress of the argument immediately triggers a fatal heart attack in John. Seizing a ruthless opportunity, Louise decides to hide her husband's death from his family. She tips John's body overboard into the dark lake near the family castle and then forges a letter from John, claiming he has gone on an urgent business trip to New York. Her plan is to return to the Haloran estate, ingratiate herself with Lady Haloran, and manipulate the old woman into changing the will to secure the inheritance before John's body is discovered. Louise arrives at the gloomy, isolated castle, meeting John's two surviving brothers, the moody sculptor Richard, William Campbell, and the sensitive, ailing Billy, Bart Patton. Also present is Richard's American fiancée, Kane, Mary Mitchell. The family gathers annually for a morbid memorial ceremony at the lakeside shrine of Kathleen, who drowned tragically years earlier at the age of 6. Lady Haloran is emotionally shattered and superstitious, still consumed by the loss of Kathleen. During the ceremony, she faints. Louise sees this obsession as her opening. She begins her plot to drive the matriarch into changing the will by convincing her that Kathleen is attempting to communicate from beyond the grave. Louise investigates Kathleen's untouched room, finding old toys. She then dives into the lake and plants the toys near Kathleen's submerged shrine, hoping they will float to the surface and startle Lady Haloran. While underwater, Louise is horrified to glimpse what appears to be a perfectly preserved, ghostly image of Kathleen's corpse. Louise's scheme is brutally interrupted. As she emerges from the lake, an unknown assailant wearing a menacing hood attacks her with an axe. Louise is killed in a shocking turn, dispatching the film's central protagonist early in a move reminiscent of Psycho. Her body is dragged away, and the inheritance plot ends violently. The mysterious murders continue on the estate. A local poacher named Simon is decapitated by the axe-wielding killer. Lady Haloran, already in a state of mental distress, is later attacked inside the castle but manages to escape the assailant before collapsing. The suspicious death of Louise, along with Lady Haloran's increasingly frantic behavior, draws the attention of the family physician, Dr. Justin Caleb, Patrick McGee. Dr. Caleb begins a discreet investigation, questioning the family and using his psychiatric knowledge. Following the discovery of the poacher's body and the axe killer's existence, Dr. Caleb organizes the draining of the pond, hoping to find a clue. They discover a macabre underwater shrine with a small tombstone engraved with the cryptic message, "Forgive me, Kathleen." Dr. Caleb uses hypnosis on the nervous, disturbed younger brother, Billy. Under hypnosis, Billy recites a nursery rhyme he used to sing with Kathleen and reveals that Louise's frozen, axe-hacked body has been hidden away in a meat locker, next to a wax figure of Kathleen. The police set up a trap using the wax figure of Kathleen in a public area near the castle grounds, hoping to lure the mad killer out. The plan works. A gibbering, unhinged Billy Haloran appears, completely overwhelmed by guilt-induced insanity. The film's climax reveals that years ago, Billy accidentally caused Kathleen's death during a game. The ensuing guilt has driven him insane, and he has been committing the murders, including Louise's, in a demented effort to cleanse the family's secret and protect Kathleen's memory. Billy lunges at Kane with the axe, but Dr. Caleb, who had prepared for the confrontation, intervenes. Dr. Caleb shoots Billy to death, ending the Haloran curse and the string of murders, but leaving the family permanently shattered by the violence, the secrets, and the failed scheme for wealth.